With the 2016 presidential election just around the corner, I thought I'd review some movies that, while not presidential themed, do have presidents in them, as well as a lot of political commentary. These movies are John Carpenter's Escape from New York from 1981 and Escape from LA from 1996. Like just about every movie John Carpenter has ever made, the Escape movies are a ton of fun, keep you on the edge of your seat, they kick a lot of ass, and both films feature an electrified music score done by John Carpenter himself. And other than Carpenter himself, the Escape films also had in the writing department Nick Castle, Deborah Hill, and even the franchise's star, Kurt Russell. Next to being an incredible action sci-fi movie, Escape from New York is Kurt Russell's personal favorite out of all the films he's done, and his character in the Escape films, Snake Plissken, is also Kurt Russell's all-time favorite character that he's played. The Snake Plissken character, when you come down to it, is pretty much the ultimate anti-hero. He's a pretty selfish man who will only do stuff for others if it benefits him in some way, or if you've got a gun to his head. Snake is not an evil person, but if you try to force him to do something he doesn't want to do, he will fuck you back so hard it will hurt for weeks. The Escape movies are films that take place in the future, but keep in mind, Escape from New York was made in 1981, and Escape from LA was made in 1996, so their ideas of the future are a bit off. What do I mean? Escape from New York predicts that by 1997, the crime wave is so huge that the entire island of Manhattan has been turned into one big prison, where I think pretty much every criminal in the United States is just sent to. And this prison has no real security or guards inside it. There's just a big barrier surrounding the island. And the prisoners just left there to fend for themselves. Escape from LA is essentially the same thing. Los Angeles is a prison, but the year it takes place in is 2013. Which was also the year that I watched it with my two best friends at the time. We had good laughs about that. The plot for the first Escape movie is that Snake Plissken, a former war hero, is about to serve a life sentence in the prison of New York. And then all of a sudden, Air Force One crashes into the prison, and the President of the United States has become a hostage amongst all the inmates. And with the President having to give a huge speech to the UN in 24 hours, time is of the essence, so the man who runs the outer wall of the prison sends Snake Plissken in to save the President, saying that he will give him a full pardon if he can get the President out. But there's a catch. Snake, before he goes in, is injected with some kind of mini detonator or chemical, and he's told that if he doesn't get the President out within 24 hours, whatever they put in him will kill him. Escape from LA is, I admit, not as good as the first one, and it definitely copies a lot from Escape from New York. But it's still a lot of fun, mainly because we get to see Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken again, and it's John Carpenter, so you know you're not going to be bored. And while the villains are a little over the top, some of the 90s effects are admittedly bad, the film does have a very satisfactory ending. They'll make just about anybody smile, and metaphorical or symbolism-wise, the ending is just a huge smiling middle finger to fascism. And Escape from LA ends with Kurt Russell delivering one of the coolest and thought-provoking action hero lines ever, where he just says, in response to everything that's happened over the course of Escape from LA, and I think Escape from New York too, "Welcome to the human race." There isn't much more I can say about Escape from New York and Escape from LA, other than they kick ass, and you should definitely check them out. And during an election where just about everything is frustrating, I think these movies will be pretty relaxing to watch. And just to show how awesome these films are, the supporting cast of Escape from New York includes Lee Van Cleef, Harry Dean Stanton, Ernest Borgnine, Adrienne Barbeau, Donald Pleasance, and Isaac Hayes. And the supporting cast of Escape from LA includes Stacy Keach, Cliff Robertson, Pam Grier, Peter Fonda, and Bruce Campbell.